Hey guys, sorry it's been so long since I've made my last video. It has been a wild 2 weeks. A lot has happened. I recently got engaged, so I've just been all over the place basically, celebrating and just telling people the news, doing all that fun stuff, yada yada yada. But yeah, I thought today I'd do a simple one and talk about long distance relationships. See, I live in Connecticut and my fiance lives all the way in Georgia. From here to where he is, it takes about a day and 2 to 3 hours, depending on who's driving and how you're driving and what route you take. But yeah, we really have a lot of distance between us. Like it's ridiculous. Um, a lot of people have been asking me how you could be with somebody who's not close to you. Like my cousin says to me all the time, "What's up with you and guys who live miles and miles away, like states away, don't even live close to you?" Personally, a lot of the guys who live close to me are just really not my type. I've dated guys close to me, and it's just not ever really worked out well. I mean, just a lot of things just go wrong very easily. But I mean, things can go wrong with any relationship, but it's like just my thing. I don't really, I'm not attracted to guys who are close to me, really, anymore. But yeah, a lot of people are asking me how do you make this work? How do you do this? Like, how do you guys make time for each other? He and I spend countless hours on the phone. Literally, the minute I wake up or the minute he wakes up, he'll call me or I'll call him. And we'll talk for a good couple of hours until one of us has to go. And then we'll wait and we'll text. Sorry about that. Just came from a service. But, yeah, we are always on the phone with each other and we always text and we always are on Facebook. And, somebody asked me, let's see, they asked me how I made how we made this work. Like us like in terms of physical things. My thing is we're both really I'm newly into God and I'm really trying to get back to my roots and get back to my religion because I fell off for a while and he's into church as well and he never really fell off. He's still into church. But I told him that I'm devoting myself to celibacy until I get married. And that's not why he proposed, but it's there. He knew it before he proposed. A while before, actually. And, he and I mean, when it comes to, the physical part, you don't have to be with somebody physically to know that they are who you want to be with. I feel like if you can make it work for a while without the need to have sex or the need to do this or the need to just be around the person physically, then you're good. Like me and him, he and I, um we don't Skype. We literally just call each other all the time. He doesn't really know how to use Skype. I know it's kind of weird. He's kind of old fashioned, really old fashioned, and he is the perfect example of it. The He's the stereotypical Southern gentleman. He's the classic Southern gentleman. He's not old fashioned, but he's old fashioned enough. But yeah, he and I, he's 27 and I am about to be 20. I know you guys probably have a problem with that. Whatever, I really don't care. He's cool with it. I'm cool with it. Age nothing but a number. Yada yada yada. Um, but the way we make the sexual attraction part work. The way we make that work is we started this thing a while ago where like we'll be on the phone talking to each other, like just having a normal conversation, and then we'll both be on Facebook, right? And like either he'll message me or I'll message him as like another version of ourselves, as like we are talking to each other as if we've never met. Like we're talking to each other on Facebook as if we've never like dated or anything, and we're basically cheating on each other with each other, if that makes sense. I mean, you hear all the time about these relationships, like these marriages that don't last, or they don't work out because there's not enough sex in life, or the passions run dry, stuff like that. But and then you hear about the solution to like cheat on each other, but not really cheat on each other. You're with each other cheating. Like you role play and stuff like that. So basically, we're role playing in a way, and it's hilarious because we really like it's hilarious to see the reactions on both sides because you wouldn't expect that really. I mean, it's just funny. Long distance relationships can be tricky, but they really are interesting. I mean, he and I literally almost every night we are on the phone. And yes, I have a flip phone. We literally talk on the phone for hours on end at night until one of us falls asleep or whatever. And we'll just be on Facebook like this, and we'll be talking like, "Oh, how was your day?" Yada yada yada. At the same time, we're talking like, "Oh, like hey, sexy, what's up?" And it's just hilarious because people around us are like, "I'm sorry, you're having two conversations, different conversations with the same person, and basically you can't. Why can't you just talk on one?" Who is texting me? Oh, it's not him. I wish. But yeah, he's probably asleep. He's having some back problems, and so he's on this wild medication. He got in a little accident, so they have him on the good stuff, and so he's really sleepy a lot. Like he sleeps all day and then he's up all night. It's crazy. But he and I really make things work like that. And then as far as like meeting each other in person, this is gonna sound crazy. He and I have never met in person. We've only met online. We've only spoken online. We talk on the phone all the time. We like send pictures to each other and all that stuff. And this summer will be the first time we're actually meeting face to face. I'm going to Georgia in early June, in the first week of June. He's coming back the second week of June. So he's gonna see how I live. I'm gonna see how he lives. Yada yada. We're gonna meet family, have a good time, and the entire time we're planning a wedding. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, my mother and siblings are. My mother's kind of skeptical, like any mother would be, but she is really nervous. She's not sure how to react to him, just not because of like his age or anything, but just because she knows we've never like she. I mean, he and I we he just learned how to use Skype, so it's tricky. But we try to Skype. The connection is usually fucked up on my end, but because my house has no Wi-Fi right now. I'm in my best friend's house, which is full of Wi-Fi. So yeah, but yeah, she knows that we haven't met face to face. We haven't spent time in each other's physical presence. So it's like, how the hell could you say yes to someone you've never physically been around? But my thing is, like I said earlier, you don't have to physically be around someone in order to appreciate them for who they are, in order to love them for who they are, in order to understand them like no one else does. I mean, yeah, it may sound crazy, but he and I have known each other for a while now, and we know basically all there is to know about each other. We don't really hide things from each other. We're very open and honest with each other. We're cool with each other's families. Like he talks to all my sisters, some of my brothers, and like they just have stupid conversations. Each person in my family has a nickname for him. and each person in his family has a nickname for me. And so it's just funny to think about. And so it's like, my best friend has a nickname for him. And it's crazy because normally she just goes by the nicknames I use, or like she won't like have a nickname for them. She'll just like say like their name or just use the name I've already come up with. But she actually has conversations with him. This is the first guy she's actually given a chance, and she's afraid because she knows I hate Connecticut. Like I hate Connecticut. Like I cannot stand it. And once I'm married, we're getting married in July of 2017. And once I'm married, I'm moving. And most likely before that, I'm moving. So, well, he, he's his family's really old fashioned, and so his mother basically sat down with the phone and was like, "You guys can't live together before you're married because you can't have premarital sex and all this stuff." But whatever. But yeah, she knows that once I'm married, I'm gonna move out of state, and we've been together. We've been best friends close to 16 years now, and yeah, we've never really spent much time apart, let alone time apart in different states. I mean, we've been apart for like a day at most in different states, but never have we ever like been apart. So clearly she'll be visiting a lot, but yeah, it's just crazy to think that in 2 years, in less than 2 years, basically, I'm going to be gone, and her mother decided to move, so they're going to be moving soon. They might even move out of Connecticut. So either way, we're going to be not together. And I mean, earlier I said we were gonna split, and that really fucked things up for her, and really fucked things up for me. I didn't mean to say it like that. It just was the only word that kept coming to mind when I was thinking of how to like describe our situation. And so, yeah. But like, she loves him, even though she doesn't want to admit it. She really enjoys seeing me happy. And this is the first guy I'm happy with. And then my other best friend, who lives in North Carolina, I might be moving to North Carolina, and she said to me, she said, we were talking about like having your guard up with relationships and having your guard up with guys and girls or whatever. And she was just like, I have my guard up with my boyfriend, and I'm like, it's crazy because usually that's me. I always have my guard up for people, but for him it's totally down. And she goes, that's love. And I'm like, no, I've been in love before. Like, I've been hard in love before. It's not even, like, I doubt it's love. I feel like there's something else. And she's like, okay, that's real love. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So you don't have to say it like that. But, she's honest. I mean, it's true. I really do love this man. And we've been through some things. We've really had our trials and tribulations. We've spent some time apart. We've spent a lot of time together. We talk all the time, and we just really understand each other. And I mean, I know for a fact that even if, like, say I went to Georgia and he wound up being someone totally different, not like personality wise, but physically, I don't think that would really bother me. Like, I've known him for a while, and I trust him. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, the trust would be all fucked up, but I I really do feel like if that was the case, I'd still stick around just because the feelings I have aren't like, they're not just, oh, I'm crushing on somebody. Like, I agreed to marry someone, a lifelong commitment. And when you get married in the South, it's literally to death do you part. Like, there's like, if you marry an old fashioned South, like Southern person, it's till death do you part. There's no divorce, there's no separation. You're together. And if you do want a separation, it's like frowned upon, sort of. But yeah, doesn't really matter. But yeah. I mean, my only advice that I have for people who are doing long distance relationships, I say kudos to you. Number one, if you can't Skype or whatever, just like if you can't Skype or like you don't or you have some suspicions. Me personally, I hired a private investigator, and I got things I like dug thing. I had things like I had the I had them dig up information for me, so I knew this was the guy. Like I knew he was who he is, who he says he is. And so it really just it really just confirmed everything for me. I didn't have any suspicions really. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't in too deep. But I'm saying if you don't have access to that, there are ways you can do your own investigating. Like you can go on whitepages.com, search the name. You can search the number on Google now. You can search the pictures on Google. Google will become your best friend. And if you have trust, or like if you see each other on a daily basis on like Skype or whatever, just keep it up. Don't let anybody talk you down. Like don't let anyone talk you out of a relationship just because they don't feel comfortable with the situation. You need to stand your ground because you need to basically you deserve to be happy, and the only way you'll do that is if you make decisions for yourself. Regardless of who says anything, at the end of the day, they're still gonna love you and support you. They're just word for you, as like family and friends should be. So I mean, I say if they have something to say, listen to what they have to say, and just say I respect I'm listening to what you have to say, and I respect your opinions, but they're not mine, and I have to make decisions on my own. So just really stand your ground and really never forget to tell the person that you care for them. Never forget to show them how much you care because long distance sometimes can kind of iffy with stuff like that. But that's really all I have to say. So until next time, I hope you all have a beautiful night, day, whatever time it is where you are right now. And yeah, talk to you later. Bye.